My microphone is ready. Oh, they doing watermarks. Hey, I'm at 4,900. What's going on beyond phases? Joya, what's up, pimpin'? Black Karma, what's up? Oh shit, I'm doing the wrong one. I was on the wrong one. Hey everybody. So so I want to get a little political with you guys right quick. I don't know which channel this is. I don't know if this is the Baron channel or True Spook. I just hit uh go live. So you guys forgive me. So I don't know if I'm Tycho or the Baron right now. Either way, I just wanna bring something to y'all attention right quick. Like so me on the Baron right now. Thank you. Y'all can see I just got to wake up on me. So with this, what's going on? Let me see this shit right here. I'm trying to get it where I'm trying to get this computer where I can see what the hell going on here. Okay, I know what I did wrong. Y'all gotta understand I get a little twisted in this thing, operating two channels. So there's something I do in my community. There we go. So there's a thing I do in my community. Now, those of you who I've spoke with, I mean who I talk to on these lives and everything, you guys know I've told you guys what I do. I ain't gonna say you know, but you guys know something I do. And again, I believe that it is a man's responsibility to take care of his community, whether he stand alone or whether he stands in a group. So around 5 o'clock, before I go in the living room, start exercising, whatever, I get up and I like to scrap up and I like to walk my street. And I walk my street and I take my video recorder, like my camera, my secondary business phone, and I'll put it in my little vest or I'll hook it in my little neck phone holder that I got when I went on a cruise one time. And I'll just let it record and I'll just walk my street alone because that's all I can do. Nobody's with me, nobody's paying me. This is just something I do. I have my phone, I put my phone on emergency contact, this phone on emergency contact, so the only number I can dial is 911. So for the ladies on my street that I know are single, like my next door neighbor, uh, the three houses up the road, there's this Trinidadian woman. She lives by herself. Her daughter and them come over every now and then, but I know she lives by herself. And further up down the road, there's another older Hispanic woman. She just been living there. Her son comes over. But again, me getting up in the morning, walking, I know that virtually these ladies are by themselves. And sometimes the nephew will get out of jail and he'll live with her, but then he's not there too long to give a stable security system as a man for his family. So I don't say nothing to nobody. I put my little scrap on and I just walk through and I record what's going on in my neighborhood. That's it, simple thing. But if I see something, I'm gonna dial 911. Hey, this is whoop whoop. Over here, this is suspicious activity from somebody not from this neighborhood. That's it. I'm not going to play buck tuck hero. I'm not going to run up in there trying to, hey, I'm not one of them. But the only thing I can do that's in my heart, people, is make sure I do a surveillance and I do my due diligence and I be there to put eyes on the ground. Okay? Luis Martinez, get out of here. This is why this country is bad right now. People talking about snitches. People are killing Americans for no damn reason. And it's not, and I'm just gonna be G with y'all. This is not black people in black neighborhoods hurting each other. I said it before. This is not white people in white neighborhoods hurting each other. I said it before. This is not Hispanic people in Hispanic neighborhoods hurting each other. These are outside forces and invaders coming in, surveillancing, hurting, and criminalizing us, and putting on face, painted makeup, acting as if they're from that community. That type of stuff. So back to what I was saying. So I walk my neighborhood and I make sure nothing is messing with these females that's in their houses. Somebody got to do this, people. Like this clown Martinez that just came in the comment trying to, if that was his grandmama living alone and somebody broke in her house and unalived her ass, he'll be sitting up there sad. Then he'll be looking for somebody to blame. He'll be looking for somebody to blame, and he'll go out there messing with the wrong person, store up a bee's nest, and get something hooked up in his butt. Now, listen back to this. So I walk in, and if I see something, I'm gonna call the police, right? Now, all through the night, I'm hearing tapping, tapping, tapping. About 3 days this morning, because my alarm set for 4:30. About 3 days this morning, tap, 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 tap. So I say, damn, who at my door? So naturally, I'm running to get the, my little sidearm. I ain't told nothing big because, the draw it's a timing. It's a timing. So I get my little pew pew, pee pee baby. So I turn on the cameras first. I look at the cameras, look at the perimeter of the cameras around. Okay, I don't see nobody, but I'm still hearing the tapping at the door. Okay, so I go to the back door, look, maybe the camera, cloaking, whatever. So I use my own self eyes. I get on a spiritual nature, when I go to the windows, pinky poke and still don't see nothing. So I go, put on my little pants and my little boots and shit. So I'm finna take my little walk. I hear tap, 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 tap again. So now I'm like, something is tapping on the outside of my door. And it's been going on for the past 2 to 3 days. Tap, 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 tap. Something going on. Something's trying to alert me, correct, people? Listen to how spirit work. When you put it in your nature to do the right thing for the right people and for the right resources, spirit, ancestors, energy is gonna alert you to something. So I said, tap, tap. I said, let me get out and take my walk. 30 minutes early this morning. 30 minutes early. I said, let me take my walk, y'all. So I scrap up. Take my little walk. I'm walking. I see flashlights in the back of that lady yard. I say, what the fuck them flashlights doing back there? So when I see the flashlight, I just go over there and I just hide across the street, just like right behind a tree. And again, I say, let me turn my camera over there. Let me see what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Comes out, just walk up the road. They don't even see me because they looking at the ground with the flashlight. Everybody in my community sleep. You had the ladies from the community, the little Haitian ladies and the Hispanic ladies. They walk into the city bus to get on the bus, y'all. They not paying attention, and they want to mind their business because they want to get home and live, right? So these people, they walk up the road, they get in the car, zoom off. Call me a snitch. Call me what you want. Call me anything, son of a skunk, piece of trash. Call me whatever. I took that license plate number down. I took the make and model of that car. And I'm going to the police office in person today, and I'm going to hand them all of that footage. I'm not going to put it on here because that would warn people. I got to be smart. I ain't looking for no like or no subscribe or no views. I'm really trying to make my street a little bit safer. I'm going to take that to them and I'm going to say, hey, whatever you feel like you need to do on this street and this community with this information you do. Because I'll be damned if I get up in the morning to walk and I see police tape around somebody's house and I had the opportunity to do something. I don't care if you Hispanic, Haitian, whatever. You on my street. My daughter come home from college, she on my street. My son come visit me, he on my street. I invite my female friend over, you on my street. I invite my homeboys over to have a drink, you on my street. When are we gonna start taking responsibility for our own streets? We have this thing where, oh, don't trust the police. We know that. We know that. We know some police are rogues and they hurt us and they out to get us. We know that. But when are we going to stop literally having them to have a reason to come to our community? When are we going to start policing our own community? Now, I'm not out there trying to be running thumper, get in people's face. Hey, don't you put that TV down, you stop. No, man, I'm not law enforcement. I am a tarot man. I read tarot and protect my house. But if I can't sit up there and extend that gratitude to these single women that's inside their house with them kids, a 16-year-old boy can't stand up against a 40-year-old man, 250 pounds, coming in with boots and camo and assault rifles, a gun. Only thing he can do is cover his mama, cover his little sister, go out as a hero. But let some of that shit, let that happen to a cat boy like me. You gotta tussle here, cuz. You got a tussle here coming on. And I'm tired of us being so rough and tough in our communities to each other, but we're going to let any and everything come in and take our resources and put our women and children in fear. Men, if you ain't going to stand for something, stand for your community. If you ain't going to sit up there and protect Miss Betty because her son in prison doing a nickel or a dime because he was part of street life, if you ain't willing to protect Miss Betty, Miss Kim, and Miss Emma May from your street, man, what the hell are you? Can you consider yourself a real nigga? If you know you got Hispanic people in your community and y'all group up when it's time for the cookout, time for the picnic, and you can walk your behind past them and wave to them every day, but yet you ain't willing to sit up here and make sure she okay because her son ain't there or her husband passed away, you ain't a man. I ain't saying you got to go out there and put yourself in harm's way, but you need to let the police be for what the police for. Oh, F the police. Don't you call them for you, but you call them, let them be the first response to the BS that's going on. And if they don't do something, then by constitutional right, we got the right to do something. I'm going to walk my community. I'm going to make sure that this poor black area that I am in remains safe for all these ladies that's living by themselves. And people, let me tell you, there is a lot of women living by themselves. There is a lot of women living by themselves in the black community. Give it by design, give it by choice. That's not the issue here. The issue is the reality. These women are raising these kids by themselves. Circumstance, situation barring, we don't care. Only the petty mofo's gonna care. Why? Oh, she raised him because she put him out. Dude, I don't care. Fact of the matter, they're here. The situation is here. There's a woman sitting up there by herself trying to raise her at-risk youth, and she can't keep a handle. They come in late night smoking pot, leave the door open, somebody follow them because they done befriended the wrong cat that done lied to them and became their friends. Some of these young girls out here hot in the trot, done befriended the wrong goddamn person. And next thing you know, they following them home. They done surveillance the sister house out, see that the mama weak, see that the community weak, see that everything weak. So now they go get their gang and they come back and they burglarize, vandalize, and assault, kill. And then what you gonna say? Because it ain't like the old days when, our community business is our community business. See, that's when I grew up. I'm 46. I grew up in a time where if somebody did something in the community, before the police was called, the community took care of that situation. They helped. See, that's the Caribbean energy in us. That's like the Southern energy. I'm going to just say it, the South with an F, not TH. In the South, we going to handle what we handle, and then we're gonna let the cops clean up the remnants. But everything that got so gender fluid and so weak in the energy that now things are just becoming convoluted. Everybody, nobody want to take a stand. But I'll be damned if I wave at my next door neighbor every time she get off work 2 day in the morning from working a job at a goddamn warehouse making ends meet, and I can't do the right thing to be out there just to be a lookout to make sure she get in her house. She ain't even got to know I'm doing it. If I can't walk that street to make sure I don't see no flashlights behind Miss Ruiz's house, if I don't walk up the road and make sure, the lady that's getting on the city bus in the morning, working 4, 5 days in the morning, little Haitian woman trying to get on the bus to get ends meet, working a job at a restaurant or a hotel in service. If I just don't, while I'm taking my jog, loaded down, strapped down, unbeknownst to any of them, I'm a guardian angel. I'm watching not. Yeah, I'm going to be the witness. Yes, I'm going to talk to the police if they hurt somebody in my community. Yes, I'm going to do that because they not us in my community, people. They not us. You don't know how many times they don't put black oil on them. I'm a real one. We used to do it when we were young. We'll go down there. Let me put you on game, man. Because when I was a knucklehead back in the day and we wanted to burglarize Winter Park or one of these college park or one of these little white communities, we'll go get some makeup from the goddamn dollar store, that beige makeup, and we'll pat our skin down with baby powder and we'll put that beige stuff on us. We'll put it. So guess what? So when we running in the car, they're going to see a Hispanic or a white man. You don't think the game doesn't change now that they got masks, they got better coloring? Half of the white people got so much mixed blood in them that they're never mulatto looking. So they can pass regardless. You don't think the game doesn't change? But yeah, we want to sit up here, no snitching in our community. And then when the bullet come back and touch you and your family, how you gonna sit up there and say? You know why these people, these Karens and these Kevins, got such great neighborhoods? Because they don't mind getting involved. They don't mind calling the police. Granted, they abusing the hell out of it. It is what it is. We get mad. Oh, they called us because we in their neighborhood 4 days in the morning. Notice what I just said. We are in their neighborhood 4 days in the morning because they consider it theirs. People say, hey, man, you black in America, you a dummy to sit up here and defend something you don't own. You live there. You lay your head there. You are most vulnerable there. You pay rent there. That's virtually yours. And you want to sit up here, no snitching law, no this, no that. If your community ain't strong enough for you to control your own, who are you? If you're not willing to make sure your neighbors are good, whether you speak to them or not, you're not being a man in your community. I ain't attacking no character of a man. I ain't saying, hey, pay 100% of a woman's bill. I ain't saying put yourself in harm's way for that female that you ain't screwing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, man, be diligent. If you have that recorder on you. You got a phone other than just porn and TikTok. Put it on record. Drive through the bit. When you on your lunch break, take time to review that to say, oh, I don't know, why is that blue bucket sitting in front of Miss Kayla's yard? Miss Kayla don't need no bucket right there. Maybe that bucket got ammo, guns, and everything else in there. So when they do pop up, so when they drive into your community, police pull them over, and ain't nothing. There's a catch and release, right? Then when they get there, that's a bucket filled with their stuff. They can just run in there and get bullets. I'm telling you how I used to operate. Man, this spiritual thing is what I'm supposed to do. But in the criminal element, I could be what it is. Now, this is back in the day, 30 years ago when I was a jit. The game done changed and got better. Men, record. Be diligent. When you get off work the next day, knock on the door. Hey, I'm sorry to bother you, no disrespect. Your husband home, your son home, your nephew home. Ask for the man first. Ain't no man in the house. Hey, I noticed that bucket been in your yard. Is it supposed to be there? Before you go touch it. If I don't know why that bucket, bitch, man, red flag, bing, bing, bing. Maybe they tag in the house. I'll tell you another thing we used to do because I want y'all to get it, man. I want you to get it. What we used to do, people leave chairs and beds and mattresses out on the side of the curb for the garbage man to pick up. The garbage man only come twice a week, right? So when we was casing out a house back when we were young, we would literally drop like a chair or old beat up chair off. That was the tag. We weren't spray painting buildings. We weren't putting no chalk on nothing. The rain washed that off. People see different color schemes. We weren't spraying no shit on the curb or putting no flag like you working in pipes and laying line. We would sit some on the side of the road in front of your house, waiting for the garbage man. And you know what the regular people would say? Oh, somebody just put it there. The garbage man will get it when he come. I ain't worried about him dropping it off in there, y'all. Man, that's a tag that this person is open. You see the difference in how my generation grew up versus this generation, and you see the BS that's coming around our generation because the old heads ain't teaching the young heads what to look out for in their community. People, I don't want my neighbors hurt. I know them people. I don't even know them by name, but I wave at them. The Haitian family across the street, I don't speak a lick of Creole, but we wave. I go over there, I give mama a hug, I shake daddy's hand. Don't understand nothing he's saying. But I understand that they know that I'm a good person and I know that they're a good person and they can trust me. Man, when are we going to start really waking up? We in our feelings because women mad at us for whatever reason and whatever happened in the past. I get it. Life happened. Things happen. But at the end of the day, man, you a man in your community. What, you gonna turn your back and go in after they done took out somebody? Somebody you love, what, you gonna pray for their soul? When you could have prevented it? Just look. Ain't nobody saying attack, assault, or put yourself in harm's way. Just look. Just report. The police is there for a reason. We ain't got to call them when we out there stomping and doing our thing, no. But if somebody breaking in somebody's house or somebody casing somebody's house in your community, that's resources from you. Now, guess what? All those women, they're going to have their kids grow up to not trust you because it's not going to be the criminal element they're looking at. They're going to say, we can't trust men. We can't trust these Negroes. We can't trust this. We can't trust ourselves. Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell what's going on in my community. If I see some shit out of place, I'm not going to approach. I'm going to act like I don't see nothing. Hey, man, that was this car. It was blue, tag number X, Y, and Z. I ain't never seen it before. Shouldn't be in my community. Officer, do what you want to do with it. That's it. Because if something happened, it was here on this date, they can show. Man, we ain't got to sit up there and put ourselves in harm's way. We got our own families. I understand. And yes, the police will let you do that secretly. And for the weak, sad individuals out there that think this is snitching, I pray nothing happens to your beautiful Uibuela, Papa, mama, baby girl, son. I pray nothing happens to help you get it. Genuinely, I ain't being sarcastic. I pray that everything goes well and you keep that same mindset. Because now let's get to the political part of this rant. We have a broken, I ain't gonna say we have a broken border system. We have a non-existent border system. If a gang could come and take over an apartment complex in Colorado, predominantly white, force the landlord to sign over deeds, whatever, force the tenants to pay them, and when the tenant and they don't stop the tenants from moving out, the tenants will move out and they'll move in another immigrant. I'm not just making this up. This is on the news. This is all over TikTok, right? If they have enough power mindset to do that, to take over apartment, what's stopping them from coming in your community, taking over your house? Oh yeah, you gonna work, but Raul's and his wife gonna live here, and y'all gonna be okay. And if you call the police, you buck the system, yeah, we gonna take you out, and then they'll just have your house all together. So it's in your best interest to live and let live. They'll supply food, water, drink, and all that stuff. They'll give you a little bit of money, but be friends with these people. You don't think that's called the implant? If you want to know in gang terminology, that's called the implant. They were doing it in Vietnam. The war veterans taught me. My dad and Uncle Buddy told me how the GIs used to go to the over there in Vietnam when he was fighting. They used to go to the people when they was in enemy territory, and they would hide in the houses of the people. Never came outside, never did nothing, and them people would have to go to work and come home and share a house with them, so they can wait for one day to attack whoever they need to attack, build their sources. You don't think the game is the same? It's just a time and day. See, I'm putting you up on real game, people. This is happening. This ain't no joke. This is happening. I'm all for everybody getting a free life, but I want you to do it legal. I don't want you to come over here taking what little bit I got. America has not been kind to blacks. We know it. America has not been kind to Hispanics. We know it. America has not been kind to anybody that has come to this country and tried to make a better life. But they're passing laws to protect everybody but blacks. So why don't we do the right thing and protect ourselves? The Mexicans, they protect in their community. You don't think the Mexican gangs sitting up there making sure don't nothing come over there, and they speak the language of the immigrants that's coming over here. We don't. We don't speak Spanish. We don't speak Portuguese. Mexican, they can somewhat understand a version of their Spanish. So they understand, Bill, you come over here with the nonsense, Bill, we got like MA, we got whatever the hell else that y'all got, we own it too. So they not gonna target that, but they gonna target an Asian. They gonna target an Arab. Last I seen, Arabs are about money. They ain't got no standing force over here unless you want to go to Sharia law and all that stuff there. But that's in certain communities up north. That's not here in the South. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all hearing me? Boys, Swayze, Swagsy, a Mexican, a Mexican. I can guarantee you no Mexican gangs ever made sure. I guess you're just talking fast. I guess just talking fast. I don't know what boy Swayze talking about. Be a little bit more detailed, boy Swayze. But yeah. Oh, I don't, man. Let's not get into the semantics of it all, boy Swayze. Let's not get into the semantics. We know America. It is what it is. We live here. Let's just deal with what we deal with. Back to the topic at hand. See, that thing they want to make it. See that's that deflection from the problem. What I'm talking about. Back to this. Black men. We can do a little. We can do better. We could do a little better at protecting our community. If the Mexicans can protect their community, and operate criminally, we can protect our community and operate criminally. If the Italians can protect their community and operate criminally, we can do the same. The problem is, I refuse to have somebody come to my neighborhood and take over what the hell I didn't work for. It ain't much. It's just a 2013 Nissan Altima that I love very much. And y'all know I care about that Altima. I ain't even gonna let Russia take it. Can't no Russian come over and drive my 2013 Nissan Altima. Can't no what you call them people that the Russians fight now? I forget, man. I forget. They ain't finna take it. And it's just a 2013. It's mine. Don't fuck with it. But people, let's be honest. Black man, talking to you. We can do better. We ain't got to put ourselves in harm's way. We ain't got to sit up there and be a hero. But we can report what we need to report to the proper authorities. And if they don't do nothing, yeah, the duty falls on you to protect Miss Gonzalez, to protect Miss Baptiste, to protect Kim and them and their mama. Yeah, because they in your neighborhood. It falls on you. It falls on your shoulder. You do. Maybe I'm old fashioned. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm just a glutton for punishment. But if I get taken out, I need my daughter to say my daddy was a hero and not a coward. My daddy did what he felt he needed to do for his community, no matter if I'm living here for one day or for 5 years. My daddy made sure that his community was safe for the best of his ability. The older I get, I understand that my body is not going to be able to go out there and tussle with these youth. These boys are coming up stronger, faster, bigger. They more agile, they more fearless. They ain't got no rules to stand by. I can't sit out there and tussle with a cat that ain't fighting by no rules like we used to do. In the old days, square up, and if you fall on the ground, you don't kick in the sleep. You get one or two punches to let him know, bitch, stay there. Ain't no rules no more. These boys pulling out knives, guns, sticks, and bats and breaking your head open, and they ain't gonna stop till you ain't got no nerve endings. I'm getting older. I can't rock with that. So you know what? I'm gonna stay in my little bubble and protect and defend what it is. Cause when I go sit on my porch on the weekend and have me a nice cold beer, scrolling on my phone with my head down, I want to make sure that my neighbor over here is gonna be looking out for who surveillance my house. Cause I'm damn sure gonna be looking out if somebody trying to surveillance theirs. There's going to be a lot of people that say, man, this dude crazy. He got a God complex. People, you are the problem. For you guys to think that you can't do nothing in your community, or for you to think that snitching on somebody that's not from your community is a good thing, you're a sick person, you're a sick individual, and you need to have your head examined. Because as soon as that energy come back and touch your sister, your grandma, your auntie, now you're looking for somebody to hurt and unalive. Now you're hoping the police find them when you could have prevented all that and just told the police, hey, this car was in my neighborhood at this time. Do what you want to do with the information. This right here, I saw this person 3 times walking 2, 3 day in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, knocking on your door, asking, do you want a security service, knowing they ain't got no papers in their hand. Yeah, here's a picture of this person. So if anything happened, make this person the person of interest. That'll stop them from coming knocking on your door doing the no knock raids and stuff. Are y'all getting it, people? Are y'all getting it? I'm not missing points. I'm disagreeing with you. Respectfully, of course. Uh, I don't know if Boy Swayze a troll or not, but like, he can disagree. But as soon as he get disrespectful, I'm gonna ask them to remove you, Boy Swayze. So your opinion cool with me. I ain't saying that they need to block you on that, but again, your opinion is your opinion. Do what you do, say what you say. You keeping it respectfully too. So I can appreciate that. But back to my black men. Now, what I'm saying to the black man, bro, we can do better in our communities. We gangbangers, we Crips, we Bloods, we 18s, we whatever, we Zopound, we whatever the hell we call ourselves. We cliques, we gang, we rap, we you know the little gang cliques that make the rap song. That's your community, man. You rapping, bringing in this money, you getting a name for your community. Why the hell you gonna let somebody that's not from your community come in and take over that community? Why you gonna let your grandmama get touched? Why you gonna let your homeboy get touched when you could have did something? The only thing you're doing is passing the information so they know not to look at you when something happened in your neighborhood. You done get, I mean, let's think preemptively here. You done gave them all the people that don't belong in your neighborhood information. So if something happened to your neighborhood, they not gonna come there and beat you up, shoot at you, kick you in your chest, search your house. They're gonna come up there and they're gonna have a task force, a team, look at who these people are, and them the first ones. So all that no snitching thing, don't snitch on your neighbor. I get it. We handle internally. We real for that. But if they don't belong now, man, get the information. If you ain't willing to handle it yourself, kick them out, storm up on them. That ain't your energy. That ain't your character. Let the people handle what they handle, man. But there's too many single mothers. There's too many single fathers. Single fathers are an endangered species too, people. Single fathers need to be protected too. Because the only thing a man can do is protect what's in his household, right? So being a single father, he can protect what's in his household. He raising them kids. I did it for 24 years. He raising them kids. He the only breadwinner for them kids. He out there working and stuff for them kids. He ain't got time to hang out and party. Only thing you doing is making sure the bills paid and being vigilant as hell, stressed out, catching ulcers and gaining weight. Because he can't protect his son when they go out there on the street. He can't protect his baby girl when she go to the damn park to play to meet up with her little boo thing. Nerve wracking. I've been there. So, dude, walk your community every now and then. Walk your community. Form a neighborhood watch. Why? Black folks don't do that in their community? Black folks don't care what come in and do whatever, right? We just could get raked over the coals. Come on, black man. Do your due diligence. Black woman. If you see something, you know there's a black man in your community willing to put himself on the line to get the information and take it down there to them people. How about you stop being angry with them and say, hey, Johnny, this what happened. This what I saw. Because you're home all day or you got better surveillance than we do. I saw this right here. This car shouldn't belong here. Here go the information. Here goes some pictures. Take this packet down there. Get with that person. That's it. Just protect your community. Because the last thing, I guarantee the last thing you want is somebody coming that don't speak your language, coming to your community, forcing you to do something and conform to what they want you to do. And now you're a prisoner on your own street. You're a prisoner in your own home. That's a very uncomfortable feeling. Now you worried about is somebody gonna hurt your daughter, your son. You worried about is some dude gonna see your old lady as sexy and just take her when he want to. Yeah, some dude gonna see your old man as sexy and take him when he want to. If y'all think what I'm saying is the problem, you the problem. You need to go to hell. And you need that whatever happens to you happens to you. This is our community. We live here. I don't care because the police don't like us. I don't care because some white man hate us. I don't care because the Klan is around and doing what they doing, or the neo-Nazis or whatever hate group out there. I don't care. It's our community. That hate group is not living next door to me. Kim, Portia, Renee, they living next to me. Mr. Jonathan, Mac across the street, Burgermite, he living next to me. I need to make sure I see them every day. They make me smile. They give me joy. If we don't stand as a united front, as a demographic, and I ain't even gonna say black, as a demographic in America, people, we're gonna be pushed out, beat up, and destroyed. Bad enough, they got to say that the women don't need us. The women saying they don't need us. Cool, cool. But you know what women do need me? My daughter, my grandmama, my auntie, my mama. Them women need me. And you know who else need me? Your mama, your sister, your grandmama, your auntie, your daughter. They need me to do whatever little bit I can to make them safer. Beknown to them and unbeknown to them. So, black man, I just want you to really get your crap together, man. Get it together, pimping. I ain't saying sit up there and get guns and go up there, but dog, we some of the hardest people. We got the hardest gangs, man. We got the most heart and we got the most love. Gangbangers in the one thing I know about gangbangers in the black community, and this is coming from the energy from my past. We love our old ladies in our community. We love the mamas. Hell, we even respect the OGs. We make sure they okay. Hell, when they come around, we don't want to sell them dope. We don't want to sell dope in front of them. We don't even let them see the tool that's strapped to us. When I was growing up, is Miss Emma was coming home from getting off that city bus working a job, and it's 12 in the morning. We used to sit at that bus stop and make sure Miss Emma made it safe, escort her. How many of these foreign domestic workers we see catching the bus 5, 6 in the morning, and I'm sitting up there walking the neighborhood, and I'm running around on the streets and stuff exercising, and they have no protection. They son not walking them to the bus stop. They old man not walking them to the bus stop because they got to take the family car to drive fur out to do some construction work or something, and they got to walk to that bus stop by themselves, not knowing somebody could jump out from behind a tree. They ain't got no guns on them. They ain't got no tasers or no sticks or nothing. They just going off the grace of God and their spirituality. Men, where you at? I'm gonna say something, and y'all Google this and look it up. Y'all Google, because I'm political right now. This is the political version. And the reason why I'm not really putting no curse words in this, because I don't want them to demonetize it or strike it or do anything. Because you got some clowns out there that will sit up there and, oh, he cursed too much. His message ain't where it's at. So I'm really watching them words there for something like this. What the damn train of thought? Because I just got upset. Boy, I just lost it over that. That really bothers me. Okay, so back to it. back to the ladies walking to catch the bus and things like that in the morning with no protection, and they just focusing on God and spirit. If we could wake up in our community, black man, and just get together and say, well, we gonna stand at the corner right over here at the bus stop to make sure Miss Emma get there. When she cross the street, we send right there until daybreak. That's all. If you retired, you ain't got no job, you a disabled veteran, retired veteran, whatever. Women, y'all are veteran too. Y'all know how to use that tool just as well as we do. If you guys want to stand up there with us, have a cup of coffee, have a conversation on the corner, making sure these people get to work, by all means, I'm for that. I'm with you. But we got, as a like-minded, we got to come together. Long as I make sure she get home safe to her family and her husband, I'm a good friend and an ally. I'm just trying to be real honest with me. I'm being honest with me, and I'm being honest with you. I got fear, people. I got fear in my heart and fear for my existence and fear for my community. When the borders are open and the police is too few and too many, or there of the police is focusing on the wrong energy, they rather focus on their skin color versus focusing on the problem, then it's up to us. If they are looking for a suspect, let's give them the proper suspect so they don't have a reason to mess with us. Now, my memory just came back to what I was going to say. Uh, in Central Florida, and y'all look it up, for the past 3, 4 years, they do a survey. Pine Hills, Altamount, all of that stuff, right? Hear me out and Google it. Crime had dropped by 83% in the black community. Crime dropped. They made an announcement on Channel 9 News. Surprisingly, the statistic came out in Orange County, Florida. Crime has dropped 87% within the Pine Hills and the Altamont Springs community. Crime dropped, and it was a high number, 75 to 85%. No jive. Made the news. Tell me within 2 weeks, there was 3 murders, 7 carjackings, and 10 car accidents, all within a city block. Raised the crime rate back up. Why did that happen? Builders need properties to be low. They need the area to stay crime ridden. But you know why crime dropped? Because there was a man that messed up. That was a white guy, and it made the news. He had these tattoos on his face, and he like eviscerated a stripper, a night worker, street worker girl here on Pine Hills Road, right? He had done by 2 and he took advantage and S.A. He S.A. one of the ladies that was going to work. The people in our community stood up and made sure those people got on the bus for a long time, and they reported seeing this dude. And when they saw him with the tattoo on his face, and they saw he had like a tattoo on his skull, white guy, and they saw it, they called the police on him and they found him. He admitted to it. It wasn't us. He had came in our community and did it because he realized them women was vulnerable and needed protection, and they had none. They caught him. He did all that because he did it in that area. Hell, with where he lived, because it happened in that area, crime rate went up. Insurance on your houses went up. Insurance on your car and your houses went up. Police activity increased in the community. And these ain't nice cops coming out here. They not looking at the fact that they arrested a white guy for this. They looking at the fact that arrest was made here for this crime. So now I got to be tough on these clowns because this is the crime that I'm aggressive against. The barbershop was hit up the road, a Haitian barbershop, Haitian club, Haitian barbershop. Man, them Haitians enjoy life. They party. They like to have fun. Them boys ain't hurting themselves. But they club up the road on Pine Hills Road was hit. 3 people shot, killed. The club been bumping for years. Nobody hurt each other. But as soon as that statistic came down, well, crime had dropped in our community. Now they want to hurt each other. That's not us. That's outsiders bringing that crap to us. See, I love politics. I listen. I want to be president of the United States one day. I'll come in and make a change. I'll make this thing right. But that's just here in Central Florida. What about these other communities where the crime rate doesn't drop? People ain't on no stupid stuff no more. It's people outside coming in doing that, taking advantage of our situations, our women, taking advantage that the majority of the men are incarcerated or too damn scared to do anything or so damn feminized that they feel they could run things. Like that one thing I saw on the news, hurt me to my heart, man. Lady walking home from work in New York. They got him on camera. He got to take off his belt, make a lasso, put it around her neck, choke her out, drag her behind the car. She passed out and he have his way with her. They caught that bastard. He ain't doing too good. But what a single belt catching Yo Bella off guard, catching your grandma off guard, catching Miss Emma that you've been known for 50 years, still trying to make it to the bus. And this wasn't no young girl. There was an older lady, somebody mama, man. Her screwing days was over. And they took advantage of that. That hurt me, man. That hurt me. Not everybody can afford a nice car. Not we. That's why city bus exists. See, I'm getting political with this, and y'all don't understand. It hurt. It hurt. Because after that woman survived, she had to look at the men in the community that was hanging out on that street corner, selling dope, smoking dope, doing whatever, crying whatever, and say, why y'all didn't see this coming? Why you didn't protect me? And black men, we wonder why black women sit up there and say, y'all don't protect us. They not looking for us to sit up there, and if they having an argument with somebody, to jump in and say, hey, don't argue with her, because she need to learn to watch her mouth, and she need to understand that you in war territory and you dealing with unstable people nowadays. The reason why, me personally, the reason why I think that they saying that black men don't protect them, because we're not willing to sit up there and make sure they are escorted where they need to go. We're not sitting up there making sure they okay. We're not sitting up there checking on them. Why? Just because they not giving us no scooch, we can't do good by them. On the flip side of that, woman, listen to me. Y'all could check on these men mental health. We under a lot of pressure. We under a lot of pressure. We got to watch our back from the police at time. We got to watch our back from not violating our papers, whether that's child support or probation. We got to make sure our kids are safe, our sons are safe. We got to make sure everybody is okay, and we still got to go out there and work 10 times as hard to make a living. Hell, we got to watch the single father family man got to watch himself to make sure he don't offend the gangs in the neighborhood. We got to make sure we don't step on their toes. We got to be cordial and jovial. We under a lot. So y'all need to check on our mental health. If y'all say, hey, Mr. Black, you all right today? If you need something, now let me know. That right there does it all. I'm inclined to make sure you okay because I'm going to return it in kind. You give me as a man a purpose. The problem is y'all not giving us a purpose. Y'all not giving us a reason. Check on us. Tell us, you know, so-and-so go to work 5 days in the morning. I can't be there to make sure my daughter get on the bus. Because one of y'all just stand out there and just make sure she okay. Or make sure he okay so no child predators come scoop him up. If y'all ask, I'm pretty sure somebody would rise to the occasion and they'll get up and they'll be standing out there. Ain't got to say a word to the kid. They'll just be standing out there. You let your kids know this ain't a creek man now. We put him out here for a reason. He doing this. Wave at him. Let him know you exist. So when he don't see that baby come there, he gonna walk the, hey, is Brandon okay? I ain't see Brandon get on that bus. Oh, Brandon in the house. So Brandon been gone for 3 days. Now there's a concern. What I saw for Brandon to come up missing. This is the car I saw in the neighborhood. These are the people I saw in the neighborhood. This is the time I was there. I got my little phone recording. I saw some suspicions. I took a picture here and there. I left the phone on record. I mean, come on, man. This is what they want. If they don't, and if y'all women looking for us to get in between you fighting with another man because you can't control your mouth, that's not the energy. That's on you. But if you want us to protect our community again, then you're going to have to give us something back. You're going to have to give us a little courtesy, a little respect, and you're going to have to make sure we okay. We ain't saying drop your drawers, let us hit. You got your own man, you got your own life, you got your own situation going on. I'm just saying, be as positive as you can to people in your community so we can start building community again. This is why they're taking advantage of the black people in our community, because we don't know. Haitians don't talk to American blacks. Jamaicans disgusted by American blacks, some of them. Trinis and everybody else, Trinidadians and whatever, they sit up there and only deal with Caribbean connection. So American blacks, we out on the street, we just nothing. And they living directly next to us. We garbage to them. Still, let's sit up there and do what we got to do for them. Let's sit up and make sure they okay. Because you don't know how many Trinidadian women walking to that bus stop in the morning. You don't know how many Haitian women walking to that bus stop in the morning that I see when I'm out jogging. You don't know how many Hispanic women in this community walking to that bus stop in the morning trying to make ends meet. They relying on the kids to get on the bus by themselves. Come on, man, we could do better. I ain't saying put yourself in harm's way, but I am a big fan of Overwatch. Google it. Google the term Overwatch. Google it. It's a thing. But I made sure to take that information down in my community. And yeah, I'm gonna drive it to the police station and drop it off. I'm not gonna record it because I don't need nobody to say, oh, this guy here is the person. Believe me or don't. Am I making it up? Is it hypothetical? Run your ass around my neighborhood and expect me not to report your ass. You're out your mind. You're out your mind. Brothers, I'm just saying, man, we can do something now. We can do something. We can stand up some form of fashion. Women, y'all could be a little bit nicer to the people y'all want to protect y'all in y'all community. Because you know what really hurt me, and I couldn't sleep too good after that shooting of that Miss Massey. Rather, people sitting out there talking about it's a made up scenario, it's a ritual. So I don't care. Damn it, it happened. I couldn't sleep too good because that woman needed somebody to protect her. If there was somebody in that house or a man she could have called, I promise that thing couldn't have happened to her like that. They wouldn't have felt the bravado to do her like that. Women, I tell y'all on this channel all the time, find you a man you can call to protect you, to have check on you. You ain't got to be screwing him. A real man gonna rise to the occasion. Hey, hey, Mr. Tate, there's somebody behind my house. If you could just walk around and see, before I call the police, because it may be a raccoon, maybe if you could just put your eyes on it. I don't want to go outside. Mr. Tate gonna sit up there and stay at a far distance, and he gonna eyeball that thing and say, hey, I don't like what I'm seeing, and he gonna call the cops. Or ladies, you can call the cops, and then right after you call the cops, you call us and say, you right before you call the cops, you call a man and say, hey, could you get over here? I called the cops. I don't want no stuff. I tell them that you're gonna be pulling up in the yard so they don't fire on you, whatever. But I need a man to stand here as my neighbor to be a witness for the stuff I'm telling them. But you can't do that if you got the chip on your shoulder and you're mad at the world for what somebody did to you 15 years ago, or you're mad because your boo thing left you, cheated on you, screwed you over. You can't do that. You can't have protection like that because you're mad because your ex-husband left and your baby daddy ain't around. You can't have that. There's good men out there in your community. You just not using your resource, women. And I end with this. This is a testimony to the women. I end with this. I had my baby girl since she was 2 years old, raising her by myself. When she got her cycle, I didn't know what to do. I called somebody. I called the woman that I knew in the community. When she needed her hair done and I couldn't get her to the salon, I called the lady in the community. Let me do that baby hair. Okay. You need to make sure that baby got this deodorant, that body wash, that stuff. I'm a dude. You're going to use Safeguard and Dial just like me. You need to make sure she got coconut oil on her skin before she go to bed at night. Make sure she got these proper blankets. The girl needs silk to exfoliate while they sleep. I ain't know all this stuff. Man, you going to use the same Walmart bed sheets I got on my bed. Same kind. I ain't know all that. Make sure she had this product. The women in my community saw that I had a daughter, and they were telling me what to do. That's community. I'm forever grateful for that. Because I couldn't raise my daughter with that energy. I don't know nothing about no girls. I got 5 boys and 1 girl. You're going to eat what they eat. You're going to have the same emotion that they got. You're going to be tough as shit like them. That's the end of that. No crying. You're only going to the hospital if you get a deep cut. What? Oh, you broke your arm? But let me set that thing. Go in the room and lay down. Drink some water. Take a nap. It'll heal by the time you wake. I grew up tough, boy. We ain't go to the hospital. That was a bill, man. The ambulance was $1,500 back in the day, probably 10,000 now. We didn't go to that hospital, man. You had to have blood coming from you or an infection to go to that emergency room. They give us a bill. But the women in my community saw, for every community I lived in, they saw that, oh, this is a single brother with his daughter. I wasn't screwing all them women. They just saw the need that my daughter was dressing like a boy. Man, take that girl out of them jeans and get her a skirt. Tell her to put some shorts on under that skirt when she walk. Cause again, baby, I need you to wear these boy clothes. My daughter, when she was 6, 7, and 8, that girl wore Dickies. She wore Dickie pants, Dickie shorts, jeans, Guess. That girl didn't own a skirt. She didn't own a damn skirt. She wore shorts and pants and anything with 2 legs with a belt. I had her dressing like a cholo, like a Mexican. Cause I ain't know no better. I ain't know she needed to be a girl. But these women can't. Boy, you better take that girl out them pants. Put her on a skirt. Heck, give her some makeup. Do her hair. Give her some lip gloss and lipstick. Have a neck. My daughter was looking like a little stud. Boy, till they say, "Hey, man, you can do better." I take the baby shopping. I used to, hey, go $500. Go buy her some girl stuff from 357. But because the women saw that I had a daughter and there was no female influence around her, they stepped in and became the female influence. My daughter had people she can talk to. That's community. No, I wasn't busting them down. Some of them I wish I would have. Good Lord, they were nice looking. But I never crossed that line. Because if you screw them now, they the stepmama. Rules to the game. But yeah, people, I'm just saying, man, back to the story at hand. Men, step up and protect your community. Report the nonsense that's going on. Because we do have an immigration situation. And if they just took over an apartment building in Colorado, 3 cities in Colorado, what's stopping them from taking over in your local neighborhood? It's not about being racist or prejudiced to somebody that's coming over here looking for a better life. But if you coming over here taking what's mine, what little bit I do have, or you coming hijacking me and stuff like that, then you're dead wrong. And yeah, we're gonna defend ourselves. I was looking at the thing, and there's a motorcycle club, the Hells Angels. And now that I'm riding the bike, so I'm privy to all that news. They looking to go up there and take on them people from what TikTokers and all the internet saying. A criminal 1%er biker gang, multiple of them, not just the Hells Angel, from the black community, the Mexican community. They looking at going against these foreign invaders. They calling them. If they looking, if a biker gang, well, I'm gonna start saying gang because they're not a gang. If a biker club can get the heart to defend a community that they reside in, why can't we defend our own? They're gonna drive from cities, state, countries to come over here to assist their brethren at cleaning out a situation from somebody taking over an apartment complex, some that the police can't handle. And let me tell you, the police will form a truce with them for that situation because there's not enough law enforcement. They're too heavily guarded in the black community, disproportioning. So why can't we come together as gangbangers and hitters? Why can't we come together as Bloods and Crips and folks and DCs and Vice Lords and whatever gang you want to call it to make sure your community is okay? Because let me tell you something. When a 1% biker club decide to operate outside the law can't stop them. I'm in the motorcycle world now. Let me tell you, it is terrifying. It's all about respect. And if they're gonna operate outside the law, that's the one thing you don't want. Because if they become the national community police force, you ever heard the word Gestapo from German? The way they did the Jewish people back in the day in the ghettos and in the gulags. If they get a sense of political power and they become a police force, they can hand you your butt like it ain't nobody business. So for all my gangbangers in the black community, whether you rock red, blue, black, purple, or orange, whatever, protect your community, band together, stop the BS, get your money the way you get it. But if somebody come in now, you stop it. You put that on lock. Ain't no need of you to my, oh boy, they taking over. Them boys got them things. Y'all got them too. Y'all go after each other, black on black crime, right? That's a thing. Y'all go after each other from different communities, different neighborhoods. You don't own that. That's not your land. The white man own it, the Hispanic man own it, the Indian man own it, and the Asian man own it. But yo, you know your mama, you know your auntie, you know your grandma, you know your neighbor, you know your sister, you know the daughter of that woman you want to screw. You know your homeboy mama, you know your homeboy sister, your homeboy daughter, your best man, your best friend, you know them. Why can't you sit up there and defend them? Defend your community against outside invaders like that. It ain't about defending America. They got the army for that. But your community is exposed. Come on, black man. Come on, black man. I'm just asking you to do this one thing for yourself, do this one thing for your community, do this one thing for your woman, for your sister, your daughter. I'm just asking, falling on the sword here, pleading and begging in such a nice way with a nice political smile because I want to be president of the United States one day. Y'all can see this on the billboard, right? Vote for Barron. He'll make America good. Not great again, he'll make it good for all. Yeah, that's my slogan. I'll make America good for all. And good need to be carried out with 6 O's in that bitch. Cause you gotta drag it. I'll make America good for all. Gotta do the eye squint and turn your head with it. Cause they need to know this is gonna be a celebration. Vote me for president of the United States. Brothers, I said what I said. And for the people out there that can't understand what I'm saying, straight up, you guys are dumb. For y'all to consider that to be snitching to protect your family from outside invaders, you guys are idiots. For you guys to sit up there and say this is the wrong thing to do, not to band together, you out for yourself and you're going to leave your mama, your sister, your auntie, everybody exposed, you really need help and you need discipline and you should be removed from your community if you don't value it enough to protect it. You live there. Your family live there. Your best mans live there. Your baby mamas live there. Your children lives there. Your wives lives there. Come on, man. Don't let no outside entity come and police our community. That's what we got the cops for. Now you got biker clubs wanting to make a name for themselves, coming to police your community. You're not them. They're not you. But you know who you are? You're the person that drive his nice built up Chevy in that community. You're the person that goes to that nightclub. You're the person that work at that job. You're the person that sling your cane and your dope and whatever in that neighborhood. You own it in so many words. You may not own the brick and mortar, but you own the energy there. Control that energy, own that energy, work that energy, make that energy safe for all who live there. The majority, and I end with this right here. Everybody knew the mafia existed in all these Italian-based communities. Everybody knew the mafia was a thing. Everybody knew different mafia families. Everybody knew they was a thing. Organized crime in America. Make movies on them. They celebrated as heroes. Everybody in the community knew that the crime syndicate existed in the Italian community. But you know why that community thrived so long? Because the people understood how to report to the Italian mafia what wasn't right. And the Italian mafia handled that business. Just like the Asian triads and all these other Asian community gangs, they understood that I'd rather deal with the evil that respects me versus the evil that don't care about me. Black man, why can't you do the same? If you're operating in that community, don't matter what it is, it's been proven that it can happen. You can have an organized criminal system in your community and you can protect your community. Those people, those Italian people felt safe, operated by one of the most notorious hitmans and hitters on the planet. They felt safe in that community because the people wasn't bothering them. They was making their money, but they didn't let no outside shit come in there and do nothing. They felt safe. They thrived. They had community. They had culture. They had this. Why can't we do that, black folk? You pay rent there. You live there. Your mama lived there. Your family lived there. Y'all gonna be in them energies for generation. Why can't we have that same thing? Stop killing the lady across the street. Stop killing the son across the street. Operate how you operate. But anything come in there, nah, homeboy, you need to get out of here. You ain't gotta sit up there and do this for your black op. Let's do this for anything else. Italians didn't let blacks come in their community. Asians didn't let blacks come in their community. Nobody let blacks do anything. When they saw us, if we weren't smiling or dressed up in a comical sense, or we weren't movie stars and celebrities, they didn't care about us. But we would let anything and anyone come in our community, screw our women, do whatever, buy up our property, and then we'll sit up there and say, oh man, it's the system that's messing with us. No, it's you, because you didn't pool your resources. You didn't give a damn about community and culture enough to sit up here and make sure that you got something for Miss Betty and her grandchildren to be proud of, or you got something when your uncle get out of prison to come home to and he can be proud of it, causing him to change in kind. I'm going to do my little part to keep my community safe. No, I'm not going to go out in a hell of bullets and gunfire. I'm not him. I got people I love and people I want to see on a regular basis, and they love me. But I'm going to make sure that anything off in my community, I'm going to report it. I'm going to make the police do their job. I'm going to attend council meetings. I'm going to join various organizations to keep my ears and eyes out. Come on, man. Black men, this is what we need to do for our community. Tote your sticks. Do you do. Organized crime is always going to exist. Do what you do. But your community is your community. That's all you got. The Italians can do it. The Asians can do it. The Jewish community can do it. The Arab community can do it. Everybody can do it, except American blacks. It ain't because they stopping us from getting guns. It ain't because they stopping us from loving each other. It's a simple fact we just don't have a desire to do it. But that really should change, because it's not us we need to be fighting anymore. It's anything outside of us we need to be protecting ourselves against. When a woman has to walk and get on a city bus and she feels she had no protection, that's cold. I talk to a sister every night almost, or I try to, on her way home from work at nighttime. And we don't get off the phone until she make it in the house. Just so I can know what's going on. Because I know her son. I know her. I tell y'all, send an email if you're going on dates or flying to different cities to see somebody. Send me an email. Drop their picture who you're seeing. Go to your social media page and make a post to where, hey, I'm with this person at this time. If I don't show up, this is who I was with. This is where I went. This is the energy I'm at. Y'all can do a lot of things to safeguard yourself. This dating world is crazy and gooky. And if you make it home safe, you got every right to go on your phone, set a reminder in the calendar to say, "Ooh, delete that post so it don't come out. I don't want nobody knowing my business." But you set it on a timer. So if you do come up missing, something happened to you, they know exactly who to go to, pictures and stuff. Come on, people, let's be smart. Why can't we do the same? Okay, at this time, this car was here with this license plate. I'm gonna make it go. I'm gonna put it in my notes that to remind me to look at it 7 days from now. If case anything happened in my community during those 7 days, I got the information right here. Come on, fellas, we can do it. We can do it, brothers and sisters. We can do it. We can do it. If none happened, it ain't important, right? If something happened, guess what? You just gave the police a lead not to come and knock your head over, not to beat your kid head in, not to pull guns on your people, because only thing they could say was a black man or a black girl. These are where you follow before you come to my community beating me up. Let's think preemptively here. I'm finna let you guys go because I gotta in an hour and a half I gotta do the morning prayer. So I gotta go and do my personal prayer for my 30 minutes. So listen, people, I'm glad I had you guys up. I'm glad you guys talked to me. I'm glad y'all liked it. 32 people in here and 35 likes. Wow, that's impressive. I ain't never get a even steady. So like, share, subscribe to the channel. This is a spiritual channel, but I do like political talk, and I do want love, peace, and happiness for all. Community is everything to me. And black people, I know we can do it. I know we can be better. I know we can get a community. I don't care if you don't own the brick and mortar there, but you still got love for your people. To all my brothers that's affiliated in their gangs and their patches and all that stuff, there, man, protect your community. Don't let no outside people come in and protect your community because they're gonna treat you like such. There's an old saying: when you put yourself in somebody else's hand, don't get mad when they make a fist. Google it. And I hope I'm quoting it right. I don't know who made that quote. I just heard it a while back ago when I was young. And my daddy used to say it. People, if you put yourself in somebody else's hands, you can't get mad when they make a fist. Okay? I'm finna let you go. Alright, everybody, I am the Baron telling you guys to trust the you in the universe because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. Soul Tribe. Y'all be good. See you in a second.